So now we're going to go over the framework that's actually behind market structure. So of course, you're always going to have what you refer to as a primary base leg. And within a primary base leg, a retracement always occurs. This is a very brief description just to get your head around how market structure actually works before you look at any of these advanced market structure videos. So we call this our primary leg. Now, it's fairly common knowledge that price, in order to get from here down to here, there has to be a retracement. So in saying that, we're looking for a swing internal trend, right? Now that swing internal trend is going to go up, down, all over the place, right? It's going to make its way up here. Ultimately, it's going to transition at that high, where it also transitions at the low and the next swing higher high has been put into place. And then up you go again, producing another swing higher high. So we'll say that we have this 1 hour uptrend, and then we have these lower time frame shifts in structure, such as the 15 or the 30-minute structure, or even 10-minute structure points that are here, 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 here. And ultimately, within each one of those individual points, and I'll use a different color code here, we'll go with a black color. Within these lower time frame points, or these lower time frame pullbacks or expansion legs, again, this would be an expansion leg. This is an expansion leg. This is an expansion leg, expansion leg, expansion leg, expansion leg. You'll also have layers of internal structure. So if we dive down a little bit here, and I'll try to make this a better example. Let's go like that. Let's go like that. So if we look at this last expansion leg between here and here, perhaps on the 3-minute time frame, you have something that exists like the following. On this last leg down, you would see down, up, down, up, down, up, down, transition, right? And that's what we're interested in. This is how we determine, hey, when this breaks, do you have the high chance of coming up to here? When this breaks, you have the high chance of coming up to here and maintaining that overall primary trend, right? I know that gets messy very quickly. So that overall primary trend would then therefore likely maintain itself in the event you get this close and then you get this close right here. Now, if you dissect this even further, and this is where you're going to have to really watch what I'm doing here. So if we look at this guy right here, this last leg, see if I can draw that in, and we emphasize this over here, you would then see that price went, and I'm going to actually draw it from up here. Okay, we're going to overlap it from here, 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 and up to here. So if we actually pulled this circle a little bit larger so we can get that zone into place, and we can use 2 pixels for this. So if we went down here, 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 and then up to here, you would then see that you are likely to have a situation like this, where on the 1-minute time frame, you're going to have this as an expansion leg, this as its own expansion leg, another expansion leg, and another expansion leg. So yet again, you have various levels of internal structure. And of course, you would probably have a transition here, where this transitioned here, and then down, up, and then up again, etc., so on and so forth. So this is where we'll use red, and we'll use a skinnier size so you can see that. So you have different levels of internal structure. So you need to keep this in mind when I'm going through future lessons so that it all makes sense to you when we're talking about these various levels of fractalized structure, these internal structure levels, whether it be swing or fractalized internal structure or primary swing structure, or even primary internal structure, right? Whatever you want to call these structure levels, that's totally up to you. There's no right and wrong. If you want to call it primary structure being the green structure drawing, that's fine. If you want to call this your primary structure as well, that's fine. That's totally your call at the end of the day. Maybe you want to call this internal 1 structure, and perhaps you want to call this internal 1 structure the black drawing, but the blue drawing is internal 2, and then the red drawing is internal 3. That's fine. There is nothing wrong with that. You can pick your own terminology. I will have my own, and you can pick your own. But ultimately, we are aware of how this works now. So obviously, when the red structure drawing produces the break of structure right here, I'll try to draw that a little bit cleaner. Say it went like that. There we go. Then obviously what would be next is breaking this line or coming up to this line as a test. And if you break that line, then obviously then you're coming up to this guy over here. And if you break that guy, well, follow the arrow. You're coming up towards that guy and so on and so forth. Right? So as long as we're aware of that, this should be a lot easier